Hey TikTok, hey YouTube, y'all. This is my comfortable shirt, honey. When I'm around the house, let me tell y'all, I'm watching Joe Scarborough because I'm working from home today. So I'm watching Joe Scarborough. He's talking about the Gen Z that are in churches, and he's talking about how it's really a growing phenomenon. I think you wet. How it's really then got changed your diaper. How it's really a growing phenomenon, y'all. What they're not talking about with this Gen Z, because it's not, they keep saying the young men is young white men that are going to the church. I watched some of that, especially the biggest one that's on YouTube and TikTok. He excludes any gay people. How can you preach God's love and you exclude all gay people? That's what I saw that he did. And so she was like, well, they like these churches because they're affirming that they're men. So you're saying that the churches that these people are going to are affirming or saying that gay people are what's the word they usually use? I can't think of the word for them. But, like they're not normal or regular people. And you're also going to all white churches. So you're affirming that we're the best of everything and everybody else is the reason that we're falling behind. So what they didn't say on Joe Scarborough this morning, on Morning Joe, was as those young white men, Gen Z, are packing out the churches, the Gen Z female women are leaving the churches because they don't like how those men are. You're to be at home and have a baby even when we can't afford it. You're to do what I say, even though I have a degree just like you do. See, they left all of that out. Joe and this woman tried to whitewash it to make it look like it's real good. But if you gonna tell it, tell the truth and shame the devil. Let's tell it like it is. And then I'm going to tell you something else I saw this morning with Joe Scarborough. They were talking about Trump wants to do tax cuts on the wealthy. We know that's a lie. Now, he may want to do something against the NFL because they didn't ever let him in their club. But he does not want to do tax cuts against the wealthy. And they're like, stop. And they're like, if he does that, what would the Democrats have? They won't have anything if Trump does tax cuts against the wealthy. They ain't said nothing about all of these migrants that Trump is rounding up, saying that they're lawbreakers because they came into this country, but they've been working 30 and 40 years. They ain't said nothing about that he's rounding them up and sending them to countries they're not even from. They're not saying anything about all of the stuff that he's trying to take away from the black people. They're not saying anything about these white Africanos that he's trying to bring in that don't have a skill. But he's trying to bring in for America to take care of, as the Republicans are taking Medicaid and Medicare away from the working poor and the disabled. And people are being turned in the street. He's not saying anything about all of these rural hospitals that just closed down. So see, that's what the Democrats can talk about, my boy. We'll talk about all the stuff that the Republicans and MAGA is lacking. So once again, these elitists only think about the money. They're not thinking about average people's day-to-day suffering. Because if it was, Joe Scarborough wouldn't have dared say it. If he does tax cuts for the rich, what are the Dems gonna have to talk about? Is you stupid or is you dumb? From an angry black woman out of Tennessee, let's don't worry about cancel culture. Stay woke so you ain't got to get woke. We got this. Welcome to the Poor People's Revolution.